Oh, hallelujah. When I know that it's true, you're the answer to my troubles. You're the owner and the finisher of my faith. Yeah, Karamada, I'm gonna trust in my Redeemer, my desire. Praise Jesus, you're formidable. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. I hope everyone can hear me. Thank you so much for joining our Success with Bob Mwiti live show. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Please let me know if you can hear me. Please let me know if you can hear me. I can see Alpha Ngwenya is watching. I can see Dennis is watching. Please let me know if you can hear me. Please let me know that you can hear me. Thank you so much for watching my show. Thank you, everyone. This is Success with Bob Mwiti live. Thank you so much for watching. I can see Colleen Carol, she's watching. Thank you so much. I can see Alpha says I can hear, you can hear me. Thank you so much. I'll give a few more minutes for everyone to join. Okay, we'll wait for a few more people to join the show today. This is Success with Bob Mwiti live. All right, and in this show, basically what I do is I share valuable information to anyone who wants to come to the US as a student. Okay, so let's enjoy the music as we wait for a few more people to join. Thank you so much. Thank you, Colleen. Thank you so much. I hope you had a good time in Arizona. Thank you so much for joining my show today. Dennis Mbau is watching. Thank you so much for watching the show today. Let's enjoy the music a little bit as we wait for a few more people to join. Okay, so today we are going to discuss, I'm going to talk about what is a STEM degree. Okay, today I'm going to talk about what is a STEM degree and why it's very important for international students. Today we are going to talk about the STEM degree. Okay, and why is it important for international students who want to come and study here in the US. Bonnie, thank you so much for joining the show today. Thank you so much. I can see Team Toss. Thank you so much for joining. Team says you can hear me loud and clear. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you everybody for joining my show today. This is Success with Bob Mwiti live. Thank you so much everybody for joining. All right. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining my show today. This is Success with Bob Mwiti live. It's a beautiful Saturday here in Tampa, Florida. I live in Tampa, Florida. Florida is one of the nicest states out there. It's called the Sunshine State. Okay? So thank you, everyone, for joining me today. Today, I'm going to discuss the STEM degree. what it is and why it's important for anyone who wants to come and study here in the US as an international student, okay? My name is Bob Mwiti. Again, for those who don't know me, my name is Bob Mwiti. I came to the US around 2009. I've been here for about 10 years. I came as a master's student, all right? I came here and then in 2011, I graduated with a master's degree in accounting. And then I struggled a little bit to get a job like everyone else who comes to the US. And then after some time, I got trained as a consultant. And then I started working as a consultant, and I worked in the IT industry for many years until I started my organization, Upstack America, which is basically an organization that helps international students, immigrants, and anyone who wants to come to the US to study. As a student, we help you out to figure out which schools to go to, which programs to pick. And also, we help anyone who wants to get into the IT industry to become an IT consultant, okay? We do training. We have training programs in IT where we train you to become consultant, okay? All right, I've told you before, I worked as a consultant in the industry as an IT consultant, okay? And basically what I do is I bring the same experiences, everything that I've learned in the industry as an IT consultant, and basically that's what I train you in order for you to become a consultant for anyone who wants to get into the IT industry, all right? So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about the STEM degree. A lot of people, they don't know what this is, okay? I'm going to explain a little bit what it's all about, okay? And then I'm going to tell you why it's very, very important for international students to know what this degree is, okay, so that they can make informed decisions, okay? I want to thank you, everyone who is, anyone who is watching me right now, anyone who is watching me in this show, okay? This is Success with Bob Mwiti Live, and basically what I do in this show is I bring value to your lives, okay? I share with you information that can benefit you, okay? I know a lot of people, when they are out there before they come to the US, they think, when they come here as students or they come here as immigrants, life is very easy and, everything is good. But there's usually a lot of challenges, okay? There's a lot of challenges that people face when they come here in the US, especially if you're coming as a student, okay? There's a lot of challenges. Just because you get a student visa and you are happy and you're so excited to come to the US doesn't mean that, life gonna be very smooth in the US. No. Okay, there's so many things that students don't know. Anyone who comes here to the US as a student, they don't know so many things, okay? And it was the same case with me. When I came to the US as a student, all I thought was, oh, you know what? I got the visa. I was so happy. And I was thinking, no, I'm going to come and then graduate. Then I didn't know what's going to happen after I graduate. You know what happens, okay? How do you get jobs, okay? And how do you get good jobs once you graduate from college, okay? How do you find those employers that can give you that good job that you are looking for, okay? That's one of the challenges that I see a lot of our international students. Those come from my background. Those come maybe from Africa, from Kenya, where I come from. They face these challenges. And this is what I was facing before because I didn't know how to go about this, okay? And I see this a lot of times, okay? And that's why in my show, what I try to do is to help you, to guide you and give you that information that can help you, and help you get the jobs that you may want to do, okay? Now, what is a STEM degree? STEM means science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, okay? STEM means S stands for science, T for technology, E for engineering, and M for mathematics. So basically, any degree that is science in nature, any degree that is technology in nature, any degree that is engineering in nature, and any degree that is kind of mathematics, okay, in nature is a STEM degree, okay? This week, I think a couple of days back, I shared a list of all the STEM degrees, okay, that are recognized in the US, okay? Now, if you are coming to study in the US and you are looking for schools, you are looking for programs to study, why is it important that you know whether the degree that you're going to study is a STEM? Okay. Now, the reason why is this. A STEM degree has a lot of benefits. Okay, a STEM degree is not just like it's not like the regular degrees. Okay, a STEM degree has better job opportunities here in the US. Okay, in the US there is more STEM jobs than the people who graduate with a STEM degree. Okay, that's what you need to understand, guys. If you are looking for a program to come and study here in the US, okay, and you're smart, okay, you know, at the end of the day, not everyone can do a STEM degree. Not everyone can do mathematics, okay? Not everyone can do engineering. Not everyone can do technology. Not everyone can do sciences, okay? But if you are good, okay, if you're smart, and if you are really looking for better opportunities, I think the STEM degree is the best way to go. Okay, any degree that is science, engineering, technology, or has mathematics, that is considered a STEM degree. And that degree will give you better opportunities as far as jobs are concerned. Okay, there's a higher growth of STEM jobs here in the US than other jobs. Okay, for example, I'm in the technology space. Okay, my company is a technology company. Okay, we train people, we place people in IT, and we do other IT services and all that. This is in the IT space. There is a lot of demand. Okay, and the way the world is moving, the future is in IT. The future is in technology. Okay, so there's so many jobs out there that are technology that if you really want to get into the IT industry, then you need to have a STEM degree. Okay, you need to have a degree that is technology. It's a technology degree. Okay. Now, other than just giving you better job opportunities opportunities for STEM jobs, a STEM degree also will give you a chance to graduate and work here in the US for at least around 3 years. Okay. Now, I'm going to explain a little bit for those who have not followed me before. Okay. Now, when you come to the US and you graduate as a student, okay, when you come to the US, you finish your degree, whether you are doing your undergrad or whether you are doing your master's. When you graduate, the authorities here, they give you a work authorization, which is called Optional Practical Training, OPT. Okay, you are given work authorization of 1 year once you graduate. Okay, whether you have a STEM degree or whether you have any other degree. Okay, so you graduate with any degree, okay, and you want to work here for maybe for like a year, and you have an employer who is willing to, give you a job, then you get that work permit and you can use it to work. Okay, it's called OPT, okay, Optional Practical Training. It's usually for 1 year. Okay. Now, this work permit allows you to work for anyone out there. Okay, it allows you to work for any company out there. Okay, as long as the job that you're doing is in the same line with what you went to school for. Okay, I think I've said this before. If you follow me, I think you've heard me saying this before. If you want to work after you graduate and you want to work on OPT, you have to get a job that is in the same line as what you went to school for. Okay. Now, for example, if you have a degree in nursing, okay, and you want to work in IT, okay, on your OPT, then that's not possible. Okay, that's not possible because if you're in nursing, then you will need to work as a nurse. Okay, when you graduate and you have your OPT, you cannot use your OPT to work for any other job that is not in the same line as what you went to school for. Please, I want you to understand that, okay? Now, if you have a STEM degree, it allows you to work to get an extension of a further 2 years of work permit, okay? So if you have a STEM degree, okay, other than just working for just 1 year, you can also work 2 more years. Okay, so you have a maximum of 3 years to work as a once you graduate, as an OPT student. Okay, so you are given an extra 2 years to work as a OPT graduate, okay, if you have a STEM degree. It's very, very important when you are looking for schools, okay? If you want to come here in the US and come and study, whether you are coming for your undergrad, whether you are coming for your master's, please ask your school, okay, when you start that application process, okay, to come and study here, please ask your school whether the degree or the program that you want to study is a STEM program. Okay, it's very, very important, guys. Okay, those 3 years of work study, it will give you enough time to find an employer and to find a job that's gonna be a permanent job. Remember, I've told you guys before, if you really want to come and stay here in the US after you graduate from college, okay, like me, for example, when I came to the US, I came as a student, but also I wanted to stay here a little bit longer. Okay, so I wanted to find any company that could sponsor my work visa. Okay, so if you are someone like that who want to stay a little bit longer and you're looking for a company that can sponsor your work visa, okay, then you need that 3-year gap, 3-year OPT to give you enough time to be looking around, okay, and find an employer who can be able to file for your work authorization for you to stay longer here. Okay, I think I've talked about this before for those who haven't been following me. There's a work visa which is called H-1B visa. Okay, it's a visa that is given to any immigrant who has the skills and who has the education to come and work here. Okay, it's given for 3 years and then a further 3 years. So for a maximum of 6 years. Okay, H-1B visa. Okay, so anyone who comes to the US as a student and they want to work here, you need to be looking at the possibilities of getting the H-1B visa. Okay, and when you have a STEM degree, which I've told you gives you 3 years of work permit. Okay, it will give you, if you have a STEM degree and you have those 3 years, it will give you, those 3 years will give you more time to look for those employers that can file for your H-1B visa. That's why it's very, very important, guys. So when you're looking for those, when you're looking to those programs, okay, when you're doing the application to your schools, please, please, please make sure that you ask the school, okay, the degree that you want to pursue. Make sure that you ask them whether that degree is a STEM degree. Okay, I wish I knew these things. When I came to the US as a student, I came for a Master of Business Administration, and then I had a concentration in accounting. Okay, I didn't know anything about STEM. Seriously, I didn't know. When I came here and when I was about to graduate, then that's when I started hearing, oh, you know what? If you have a STEM degree, you can get 3 years of work permit. This is information that you need to be knowing before you come to the US. Okay, if you want to come and study here, you need to know this information. You don't want to be here and then that's when you start hearing, oh, you could have done this, oh, I could have taken this program and you could have gotten like a 3-year work permit. Guys, that's why I'm sharing with you this information so that you are more informed. Okay, so that you are more informed, so that you know what you're going to come and do here. And once you graduate, how will that degree help you? Okay, I've told you, not every degree will give you 3 years of work permit. There are other degrees, regular degrees, any degree, let's say for example, business administration, MBA, any degree in business, any other degree in arts and stuff like that. Those degrees will only give you 1 year of work permit. Okay, so it's very important that you understand these things way before even you set foot here in America. Okay, I made a lot of mistakes, when I came as a student because I didn't know so many of these things. Okay, I was not prepared. Okay, and I see this a lot of times. So many times, a lot of people, they come here, they don't know anything. They only know that they have a visa. Okay, they have a student visa. They are so happy. They come to the US and they are coming to the US as students, and then they don't know what's going to happen to them after they graduate. Okay, what kind of jobs are they going to are they gonna get after they graduate? You know, also getting a job here in the US, a good job for that matter, it's not easy. Okay, that's one thing that you need to understand. All right, when I graduated with a master's degree, I could not find a job. I had to extend my semester. Okay, I had to extend one more semester trying to look for jobs everywhere, which I couldn't even find. Okay, and one of the problems, one of the mistakes that I was doing was looking for jobs, at places where you can't find them. For example, I was looking for jobs on Craigslist. I don't know you guys know what Craigslist is for those who are not in the US, but I was looking for jobs, where I'm not supposed to be looking for them. Okay, so it's very, very important that you understand even where to look for these jobs. Okay, it's very, very important also to know even how to make your resume. Okay, to market yourself. Okay, it's very, very important to also know how to interview. Okay, how to interview for those jobs, guys. Okay, when you come from your country and there's a lot of, there's a big difference with how things work here. Okay, you need a lot of confidence with the way you approach your interviews. Okay, because otherwise, if you're interviewing and then you don't have the confidence, you don't know how to tackle those interviews, most likely you won't even get the job. And it's not because you don't have the brains. It's not because you don't have the skills. It's because you don't know how to answer those job interviews. So it's very, very important to be prepared. Okay. Find someone. I know people. I know a friend of mine who even does this, helps immigrants, package themselves, as far as resumes are concerned, and how to actually, handle job interviews. So you need to find these kind of people who can help you out, okay, when you're looking for these jobs, okay, when you're trying to do these interviews. Don't make the same mistakes as me, okay? It's very, very important, guys, okay? And another thing is this. Before you graduate, start looking for jobs 6 months in advance, okay? Whether you have a STEM degree or whether you have just a regular degree, okay? Start looking for jobs 6 months in advance, because when you graduate and even though you get that OPT authorization, and even if you get the authorization and you don't get a job within the first 2 months, the first 60 days, then you're supposed to go back to your country. Okay, I see this a lot of times. I see a lot of people, they come to the US and they fall out of status. I think for those who follow me, I've talked about what it means by falling out of status. Basically, what falling out of status means that you can be here with a valid student visa, because most likely you're gonna get like a 5-year work visa. For example, if you come from my country, you're gonna get a 5-year student visa. Even if, let's say for example, even if you are coming for a 2-year master's program, you still get a 5-year student visa. Okay, but what students don't understand is this: even though you have a 5-year visa, okay, it doesn't mean that you are legally. You're in status even though you have a 5-year visa. Okay, you have to maintain your student status. Okay, it's very different. The visa is basically for you to come to enter the US. Okay, it's for you to cross the border, okay, at the airport and and have them allow you to come into the US. But then after that, your visa doesn't count anywhere. Okay, whether you have those 5 years on your stamped on your passport, 5 years, it doesn't matter. What matters is really whether you are still on status as a student. Okay, meaning you are going to school, you have the right number of units that you are doing, the subject that you are taking in class. Okay, so I think I've talked about this thing before. So when you come as a student, make sure that you are still on status. Okay, because if you are not on status, then it can bring problems later on when you graduate and you are trying also to get, for example, your H-1B, you are trying to get maybe employment-based green card. Okay, so it's very, very important that you understand these things. Okay, all right? So who are the ideal candidates? Who are the ideal students for a STEM degree? Okay, remember also, these are some things that you need to understand also. Not everyone can do a STEM degree. Okay, it's what it is, right? So if you are someone who is good in math, okay, if you have a good understanding of mathematics, okay, you know how to solve mathematics, you have some good math skills, then it's good for you to try a STEM degree. Okay? If you're someone who is good in math, please, please make sure that you choose a STEM degree. You are an ideal candidate for a STEM degree. Okay? Now, also, if you are someone who possesses like strong analytical skills, okay, if you are someone who like solving problems, okay, if you are someone who like analyzing things, okay, and you are smart, of course, then you are an ideal candidate for a STEM degree. Okay, remember I said again, STEM degree, it's not for anyone, but if you qualify, if you have the necessary brains, okay, then it's good to go for the STEM. Okay, so if you're someone who is good, who has strong analytical skills and problem solving skills, then it's good that you choose a STEM degree. Okay, now, if you are someone who likes knowing, who is interested with knowing how the world functions, okay, all these technologies around, okay, what we are currently using, like for example, all this Facebook Live stuff, all these technology, phones and smartphones and everything around us is basically technology, okay. If you are someone who is interested in those kind of stuff, then choose a STEM degree. Okay, I've told you guys, when you do that application, make sure that you ask your school whether that degree is a STEM degree. Okay, I've also shared the list of all the STEM degrees. Okay, I've shared it on my timeline. You can go there and go through that list. Okay, it's very, very important that you understand these things. Okay, again, like I said, if you're someone who is interested in knowing the health, well-being of people, like for example, you're someone who want to do who want to become like a doctor, okay, all right, and you can do it, okay, then choose a STEM degree, okay. If you're someone who likes things like engineering, okay, mechanical stuff and stuff like that, then choose a STEM degree. Okay, don't go for a regular degree, because that regular degree won't give you the 3 years of work permit. Okay, it's very important that you understand these things. That 3 years of work permit is very, very important when you come here as a student. Okay, it's very, very important, guys. Okay, don't come here in the US and then now when you are here and when you've already graduated, that's when you start wondering, oh, I didn't know there's something like a STEM degree. Oh, I didn't know that I could get 3 years of work permit. Guys, learn these things early. That's why I'm sharing this information with you, so that you know it well in advance. Okay, don't make the same mistakes that I did. Okay, I was lucky when I graduated. I was able to get a job early enough before my 1 year of OPT expired. But a lot of people are not lucky. Okay, let me tell you this. A lot of our people, okay, I see a lot of students who come to the US and they are not able to get good jobs, guys. Okay, when you know when you are out there, you don't know what happens in the US. You think the US, life is good. Oh, people have like really nice jobs. I'm telling you, a lot of people, they don't have good jobs. Okay, they just have jobs, but those jobs may not be good. Just because you're working somewhere, it doesn't mean that that is a job that you like. Okay, you need to work in a job that is in the same level as your intellectual ability. You don't want to be working in a job where you are being underpaid, which is basically what I see a lot of times. Okay, a lot of our people, we get underpaid a lot, not just because we don't have the brains, don't just because we don't have the skills. It's just because no one tells us what we need to do. No one tells us how we can package ourselves. No one tells us how we can look for these well-paying jobs. Okay, how to find them. Okay, you need to know how to find these jobs. You need to have the right skills. You need to have the right mindset, guys. I've shared this before. I've shared with you that I was struggling. I was struggling trying to work at Wendy's, doing all these odd jobs, getting paid minimum wage. But until I realized that I can use my brain and get into some training and become a consultant. And how did I know about that? through Asian friends. Okay, I've seen this. A lot of Asian students, they come to the US, you find them doing amazing, good jobs. They are all working and making some really good money. Okay, trust me, I've seen this and I keep on seeing it all the time. And those Asian students, even before they come to the US, they know what they're gonna become. Okay, I used to have a friend when I used to work as a consultant before I quit and started my business and started doing my business. I used to have a friend who was a consultant. I used to work with him, and I asked him one time. I asked him, he's an Asian, okay, Indian. I asked him, like, did you know that you would be a consultant? Did you know that what you do now is what you would be when you are still in India? And he was like, yes, I knew that I would be doing this and this and this. Okay. Now, what happens to our people? You know, when you come here, we don't even know what's going to happen to us. When you graduate, you don't know what's going to happen. What kind of job can we do? What kind of training can we do to get a job? So this is what you guys need to understand. You need to know this information way in advance before even you come to the US. You know what you can become. Not just come to the US as a student just for the sake of it, and then you don't know after you graduate how things work. Okay, because that's the problem that we have, and we see a lot of people struggling to get good jobs, trying to get paid well, finding jobs that can pay them well, because we don't have the information. No one tells us what we need to do. No one shares with us this information that can help you make better decisions once you come here in the US. Okay, these Asians, that's what they know. They are a step ahead of us. Okay, it's very, very important that you understand these things so that when you come to the US, you know exactly where you want to be. You don't have to struggle. You don't have to struggle looking for jobs. You don't have to struggle looking for papers. Papers is a big, big problem. Ask anyone who is in this country, they will tell you. Okay, if you are out there in your country and you haven't been to the US, you have no idea about papers, guys, immigration documents. How to live here if you want to stay in this country for long. How do you do it? You cannot stay. If you stay here without the papers, you can't even drive. If you are caught, you are deported. So these are things that you need to understand. Okay, a lot of people when they are out there, when they are, before they come here, they don't know anything about the papers. They don't know anything about the immigration documents. Okay, when you graduate, how do you maintain that? How do you get an employment-based green card? I've told you guys, I got my green card. Okay, I got my green card through employment. Okay, and I see a lot of people struggling, a lot of our people struggling to get employment-based green card. Okay, the US government issues 140,000 employment-based green cards every year. Okay, 140,000 employment-based green cards every year. But we don't have a lot of our people with those employment-based green cards. Okay? And not because we don't have the brains. It's because we don't know how to get there. Okay? We don't know how to find good employers. Okay? The US government also issues 85,000 H-1Bs every year. Out of those 85,000, 75,000 they are given to Indians, Asians. Okay, like for example, I come from Kenya. We don't have less than 100 Kenyans get H-1Bs every year. Okay, not many of us. Why? And we have so many students coming here studying, engineering, studying technology, studying all these degrees. Students who are so smart, but they are not able to get the papers. The reason being, no one has shared with us the information of what we need to do. Okay, so when you are here and you've already graduated and you don't have a job and you're now struggling, you're out of status, that's when you're trying now to look for these jobs and all that. And the moment now you're out of status, there's nothing else that you can do. Okay, so it's very, very important that you know this information. Okay, and that's why I'm sharing with you so that you understand what you need to do. Okay, so for those interested in coming to the US and you have the brains, okay, and you have the qualities that I've just highlighted, for example, problem solving skills, you are good in math, you are someone who likes solving problems and all that, then it's better you take a STEM degree because it has better opportunities as far as jobs are concerned, okay? And it's gonna give you a 3-year work permit, okay? Once you graduate from college. It's very, very important, guys, that you understand these things. So whenever you start your application to go to a school, ask your school, okay? Ask your school whether the degree that you want to choose is a STEM degree. And I've said also, I've shared the list of the STEM degrees, okay, on my timeline. For those who want to go and check, go there, look at them, and then make your application based on that information, okay? Like I said, not everyone can have a STEM degree, but you are someone who can, who qualifies for that, then why not? Go choose a STEM degree. A STEM degree will give you better opportunities when you come here in the US, guys. All right? So thank you, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. This is Success with Bob Mweti Live, and I will see you next week. Goodbye.